Let's let her cut. Like butter. You imagine on a twist drill, I'm at 80 RPM, and I have my right hand is using, so I'm using it just like a drill press. I have almost zero pressure on my right hand. I'm just kind of letting it fall. Just let it fall right on through. Boy, I wish I would have known about these cutters 5 years ago. I think I'll have to buy a set of these cutters and the mag drill to go along with it, because this is just, I mean, it is cutting through just like butter. Like I said, if I was to bore this hole with a boring head, I do it in 3-4 passes. This is easily 4 to 5 times faster for what I want to do here than pulling out the boring head. That fits on there nice. That is a nice close hole. If I get down into the rust, you can feel it get a little sticky. But if I come up where the shaft is nice and clean, oh yeah, that is a good fit. Very little movement at all. That is just a really nice fitment. It's a nice, there. Yeah, nice clean out the backside. Woo! So I was going to use my centering setup to center on that hole. And I thought, I wonder. And so I just kind of put the plate in there. For the first one, I did center it in, and then as soon as you touch down, you could see, you'll be able to see. So the second one I'm going to do without the centering tool. I think a guy can eyeball it in close enough, because we'll jig it, with that solid shaft. We'll jig all 4 of them up, get everything squared and trued. That way when you weld one, everything's kind of in line. And so, yeah, yep. You can see the circle, the silver around there. Well, then we can look around and we can see it's hugging that backside a little bit. So we just give our table a touch to the back, and then it's touching this corner before here. So we just give it a touch to that way. Oh. Try again. Looking pretty nice all the way around. Boom, we'll run with it. We'll push on the lever a little more. Give it some down pressure. You can still hear no load on the motor. A little bit of steam on the oil, that's alright. No color on the chips yet. Done. Just that quick, guys. If just over a minute apiece. If I was to use a boring head, I would 100% have to use the center indicator, get centered on the hole. You can do it without that, but to be halfway close with the boring bar, get it centered, get it in there, and then just bring your tooling out to touch, do your first pass, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got all 4 of these done. Faster than I could have got the first one even set up. Unbelievable. This is too fun. This is too fun. The reason that we had to bore them bottom to 1 1/4 when all the other pins are 1 1/8 is we wore out the bottom of the loader. So we welded in some DOM, welded it in there, and now the bottom is 1 1/4. Pretty simple. It was a great repair job, and it allows us to put a grease zerk down there. So a whole lot of positives. the only pain in the ass is from now on. But this will be the last repair job to the loader because it's greasable. So let's feed corn, beans, and oats to everybody, and then we'll get this measured up here for my inside and outside plate width and go from there. Pull out the mighty ESOB welding helmet. I thought I went and died to heaven when I got this old Miller, replacing the old $9, you know, grandpa's stick welding helmet. I thought I died and went to heaven going to an automatic. Going from this to this, oh baby, oh baby. Go to Tyler Farm and Ranch. He does a great review of this helmet. It is slick for a production guy in the shop. Whew, you're welding, you touch the grind button, you grind, and the sparks don't make the auto flash flicker on and off. You got a huge, you can see the tint in there, the huge screen in there. This thing is fantastic. Very, 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 very adjustable, and you can tune it into all the settings. You can change all your settings. You can put in some memories. Blah 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 blah. Anyhow, so this is a little wider than our old loader. So I'm just going to weld on these filler plates, and then weld on my brackets. Okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to try welding through the camera and see if I can't weld through the camera. I don't know if the welding of the light will screw up the filter of the camera, you know, for it's trying to focus, but let's see. I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. The camera zoom. I wonder if I can zoom in a little more. I can't. I don't know how good that worked. It is looking at my squirrely weld. I'll put it in the video, but I had a real hard time because of the focus of the camera moving in and out. But hey, let's just have some fun. Since I don't know how to use a tape measure, I use a piece of key stock. And I feel, because I notched it to fit around that. So it's going to look something like that, except you see what I did? It's got the locking bolt for the pin. I put these both together. Son of a... So yeah, well, I'll meet the wife in town to sign some paperwork. Shit. And then come back out, get this on the tractor, get the pallet forks in here and get that mount welded on and feed the cattle. I had to torch this a little bit to fit that fitting right there. Otherwise, that's what it's going to look like. Mounted up, ready to go. Now let's just torch that little bit of stuff off and go get our mounting plate and weld on there. He wanted to show me how it's done. But gosh, Dad, I'm 45 years old. And he laughs. Says, well, I'm 75, so give me the torch. That's burnt on. put that on the tractor and put it together. Well, we regained a lot of backward dump, rock back motion to the loader, and yeah. Woo! That looks nice. Yeah, boy. You know, the simple things in life. You can tell how busted up that old one was. That old one, if I started going down pressure too much, it would, you'd see the forks move around a little bit. That thing is just solid and it works nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Hey, guard the gate. Come in here a little bit. Oh boy, like a boss. Look at that thing. Man, oh man. That's a dry one. That's baleage, but that's dry. It's nice inside. Turkeys. They don't know what to do. Zach. They get Zach. Relax. They get all excited. Watch your heads, buddy. Watch your head. There. Boom. There we go. All right, guys. That one's a lot drier.
You watch the gate? Good boy. You keep him in there. That's right.
It's dry on the outside, but as soon as you tear it open, it's green inside.
He kind of knows what to do, don't he?
A little bit, yeah.
He just held to the back leg. I thought he was going to take a nip at it, but he didn't.
No. He's a lot more calm than the other ones. You know how they would just tear after their legs.
Oh, yeah. Well, this last Gus, I mean, he didn't learn to let go.
No, no.
He bit and he was going to hang on. Well,
yeah, yeah.
The first time he did, he was right inside the gate, and that steer, he went up and he did about 2 flips. Come back down.
Yeah, because the trailer, he'd go nuts. Since I don't know how to use a tape measure, I use a piece of key stock. And I feel, because I notched it to fit around that